Okay, fabulous. Alrighties. Come down and have a seat. So cross your legs, sit nice and tall. Rest your hands onto the knees, draw your shoulders up towards the ears, and then squeeze them back and down. Draw your shoulders up towards the ears, and then pull them back and down. Go once more, inhale. Exhale, take them back and down. Just turn your palms so they face up. Let the breath settle. Easy breath. Just find that rhythm that you can keep all the way throughout the practice. Doesn't have to be forced. Just an easy, steady breath. And then just start to notice how the body reacts to the breath. So that lift, outward expansion through the rib cage each time you take a breath in. And each time you take a breath out, a softening, a release, a chance to let go. Inhale, breath. Exhale, let go. Breathe in. And breathe out. Just using the breath to help you find focus. And it's perfectly natural, perfectly normal for us to have thoughts come in, occupy the mind. We're not trying to eliminate all thoughts. We're just trying not to get distracted whilst we practice. So that all you have to concentrate on for the rest of class is yourself, keeping your breath, moving your body, listening to how it feels and what it needs. It's like a chance just to ask yourself how you are physically, mentally, emotionally. And then responding to that. So if you're feeling great and you're ready to really push on, maybe taking the more active options, taking less rest. And actually, if you're not feeling so great and you need to slow things down, then allowing yourself to take the time to slow down, to just sit and breathe. Bring the hands into prayer heart center. So set an intention to really listen to how the body feels, listen to what the body needs and what it doesn't need. And honor that, make sure you don't go against it. Take a breath in, reach the arms up to the sky. Take a breath out, let the right hand come down. Start with a side stretch into that left side. So just open it out. Reach up through that left side. See if you can reach the fingertips a fraction further over. And then bring it back. Take the left hand down, reach your right arm up. Lifting first of all, and then finding that side bend so that we avoid any compression on the left and instead we just focus on length through the right. Breathe in, come back to center, reach the arms up to the sky. And breathe out, take a twist to the right. So right hand behind you, left hand to the right knee. Nothing too harsh. Inhale, lift nice and tall. And exhale, just let your chest face over to the right side. You don't need to twist any further. Inhale, think about the length. And exhale, twist. 2 more breaths, inhale. Wait to exhale, take that twist all the way down to the waist. So ring through the center of the body, not just the upper body and the shoulders. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back through center, reach up, lift up nice and tall. And then exhale, take it over to the left side. Breathe in to really lift up through your seats. And then breathe out, open the left shoulder back so your chest faces to the left side of the room. Inhale, tall. And exhale, twist. One more breath. And twist. Come back to center. Take your hands behind you, fingers point towards the top of the mat. Release your legs, release the cross of your legs. Push your feet into the floor, push your toes down, your heels down. Lift your hips up, open across the shoulders. Let your head relax, so you don't have to carry the weight of the head. You can allow the head to fall back if that's okay for your neck. And just pushing down into the hands, feeling that stretch across the shoulders into the biceps. Pushing your feet down, squeezing your glutes. Pull your navel to spine. And then rest your hips. Cross your legs in, come all the way over. Take it back into downward facing. Breathe in. And stretch it out. And just get comfortable here. So move as much or as little as you need to. You might wriggle side to side. You might give the head a bit of a shake. Just do whatever you need to do to kind of get a bit warm, get comfortable in the lower body, and then settle, finding stillness. And when you find that stillness, then you can think about the positioning of your hands. Is the weight spread nice and evenly through the fingertips, through the knuckles, and through the heel of the hand? So you're not just pushing into the heel of the hand. The weight is spread out nice and wide across the palms of the hands. Pull your navel to spine and tuck the lower ribs in. So we have a tendency to flare the rib cage out. I want you to pull the lower ribs in so they knit into your upper abdominals. Gaze towards your knees. Bring yourself forwards to a plank position and just hold that plank. So pull your waist in from the sides. Push into the backs of the shoulders. Push down into your hands and then just reach the crown of your head a little further forwards. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest your knees. Keep your body still. You're only going to move the left hip. So take your left knee out to the side. Then take your left knee back. Bring the left knee down next to the right. So take the left knee out to the side. Try not to let that left hip lift up. You're just opening the left knee out, taking the left knee back and bringing it down. So we're essentially drawing circles with that left hip, but the movement is only the hip. So we're not rocking into the lower back, just trying to move in that hip joint. And then next time we hold it back, we're going to keep it there. Extend and lengthen that left leg. Pull your navel in so you're not tempted to drop through the center of the body. Now reach your right arm away. Take an inhale breath. And then an exhale, round elbow to knee, curl in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, round in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. One last time, reach. And then bring your right hand down. Place the left knee down. Check in that the spine is neutral. Your torso is quite still. And then your body stays where it is. We just take that right knee out to the side. So kind of like a dog weeing on a lamppost, which I know isn't a very nice way to describe it, but it's true. Right knee back. Right knee down. Right knee out. Take it around and down. And you might notice that one side moves freer, moves easier than the other side, because you've not got all the other joints contributing to the range of movements, that you can really see actually just what the hip's doing on its own. Take one more. And then hold that right leg out, extend the lower leg, pull your waist in, take your left arm forwards, inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. 3 more, reach. and round. When you round, pull the waist in. You want to start to engage the abdominals. Inhale and exhale. Hold this one out. Bring your left hand down. Bring your right knee down. Tuck your toes, take it back into downward facing. And then pedal again through the feet. Now you've warmed up around the hips. See if you can push your hips higher to the ceiling. So you get a bit more stretch through the hamstrings. And then walk the feet in. Small steps. Take your time bringing the feet in to the top of the mat. Relax in that forward fold. Drop your chin into chest and let your body weight just melt forwards. So no resistance to gravity. Just let your body drop forwards and down. In doing so, let your hips lift. So you start to feel that extension in the hamstrings. Have your fingertips to the floor. Take an inhale. Reach and extend your body forwards. Open the chest. Look beyond the top of the mat. And then exhale, bring it back down. So each time you come down, there's more depth. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. This will be your final one, so inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Wrap your hands around the backs of your calves, hold opposite elbows, and just draw the body down and in. Feel that stretch through the hamstrings. And then look to your feet. Just bring the feet closer together if they're not quite touching. I want you to be able to squeeze between the ankles, the knees, and then release the arms, sit to your chair. Reach the arms up and out, squeeze between the knees, the inner thighs. Pull your waist in, so draw in through the front of the body, and then pull your waist in from the sides. Inhale, rise to standing. And exhale, bring the hands to prayer, heart center. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. Inhale, take the arms out to the side, reach them up, lift tall. Exhale, bend the knees and soften, fold it forwards and down. Inhale, find that extension through the back. Exhale, take the right leg back, rest your right knee down to the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, lift open through the chest. Take a breath. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Tuck that tailbone, squeeze your right glutes on. One more breath. Exhale, take your hands down inside of that left foot. Straighten the left leg, pull your toes back to the face, round the upper body in. Concentrate on pulling navel to spine. So really support the lower back and see if by engaging through the abdominals, you can draw yourself forwards into that fold. One more breath in and out. Look towards the top of the mat, push your hands down. Take your left knee, bring it next to the right knee. Keep the knees on the floor, bend the elbows lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your chest. Take the gaze forwards. Exhale, lower back down to the floor, toes tuck. Knees bend, take it back into downward facing. Inhale, right leg up to the sky, lift and extend. Exhale, reach knee into chest. Inhale, take that right leg back. Kick your heel far away. Push into the hands. Exhale, pull knee in. One more time, extend away. Exhale, pull that right knee in, step forwards. Look towards the top of the mat. Bring your left foot to join the right foot and fold. Roll up through the spine like a slinky. Pull your waist in. Push down into the feet. Inhale, reach your arms up, lift tall. Exhale, straight back down, soften your knees, fold to the ground. Inhale, lengthen and extend. Exhale, fold and release. Take your left leg back. Lower the left knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale here for 3. So squeeze that left glute on. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Each time you breathe out, there's a fraction more movement forwards. 1 more. Exhale, take your hands down to the ground. Straighten that right leg this time. Pull your right toes back to the face. And then pull your waist in. Navel to spine. Feel that contraction through the abdominals. Make sure your right leg is active too. So just look to your right knee. Check you can see the muscle bulge above your right knee. Relax the back of the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. 1 more breath. Exhale. Come forwards, bend into that right knee. Take your right knee next to the left knee. Bending the elbows, grazing the elbows in nice and close to the side of the body as you come down. Inhale, open your chest, look forwards. Exhale, lower to the floor. Toes tuck. Knees bend, take it back to downward facing. Inhale, left leg high, reach it up. Exhale, pull that left knee into chest. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, pull the knee in, use your waist, carry that knee. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, bring your left knee in, step forwards. Look to the top of your mat, bring the right foot to join the left and relax into that fold. Roll up to standing. Curl up nice and slowly. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer heart center. Just take a breath. We're going to do the same again, but we're going to move a little bit quicker. So we're not going to hold the lunge and the hamstring stretch for quite as long. So take your arms out to the side. Inhale, reach up, lift up. Exhale, fold the body forward. Soften the knees. Take the hands down to the ground. Inhale, extend and lengthen through your spine. Exhale, take your right leg back, lower the knee, and then reach the arms up just for 1 inhale. And then with 1 exhale, bring them down to the floor. Straighten that left leg. Round through the spine. And then bend back into that left knee. Push your hands down, take the left knee, place it next to the right knee. Lower all the way to the ground. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades, move the chest forwards, gaze beyond the top of the mat. Exhale, lower. Toes tuck. Knees bend, take it back into downward facing. 2 breaths in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Make sure you're pushing through all 4 corners of both hands. Take your right leg up to the sky. Right knee comes into the chest. Bring those shoulders right over the wrists for more work through the upper body. Inhale, take it up and high. Exhale, bring it forwards and round. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, bring that right foot forward. Step the right foot forwards. Look to the top of your mat and bring your left foot to join. Forward fold. Roll up through the spine. Curling up. Remember when you roll up to pull the waist in. Think about the roll that we do in Pilates, nice and slow, controlled. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinging at your hips, take it back down. This is the last time on the left. So inhale, extend, reach the crown of your head forwards, find some more space through the spine. Exhale, take that left leg back. Rest the back knee down. Inhale, 1 big breath reaches the arms up. And 1 big breath takes the hands down. Straighten that right leg. So draw the body back. Pull the waist in. Straighten through your right hamstring. And then come forwards, bending into that right knee. Take your right knee next to the left knee. Elbows graze the side of the body, bring it down. Inhale, draw your shoulder blades back together, lift the chest open. Exhale, fold. Toes tuck. Knees bend, take it back into downward facing. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, reach and extend that left leg back. Exhale, pull your left knee into the chest. Inhale, take that left leg back. Exhale, pull your knee in. You've got one more chance. Reach that left leg high. Pull your left knee into the chest, step forwards. Look to the top of the mat, and then bring your right foot into join. Relax the body down. Push into the feet. Tuck your tailbone under and start to roll up very slowly. Thinking about what I said, pull your waist in, taking your time. Strong through the center of the body. Inhale, reach your arms up, lift up. And then exhale, take your arms down by the side. Let the palms face forwards. Close the eyes. Ground down into your feet. If you need to grip the mat, use your toes. Anchor down into that space. Reach your fingertips further down away from you. Feel the tops of the shoulders open. Just draw in those lowest abdominals. So pull in from your belly button down to your pubic bone. Trying to draw away from the waistband of the trousers. Take a breath in. Reach your arms up, lift up. You can even gaze up and take a slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold, all the way down, hands to the floor. Push down into your hands. Start with the left side, step back into downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, 1. Breathe in. Navel to spine, lower ribs in on the exhale. 1 more in. And breath out. Look to your hands. Step your right foot forwards towards the top of your mat. Keep the back knee lifted. Rise up, high lunge, lift through the chest. And then bend and soften that back knee, just to take a little bit of the stress away from the lower back. Pull your navel in. So see how much space you can create between that right thigh and the front of the body. So try not to let yourself hang forwards. See how much distance you can put there without just dropping into the back. So you want to pull in through your waist. Left arm forwards, right arm back, so there's a twist over that right thigh. We're still working to hold the lower body in that lunge. Take an inhale. Twist a bit deeper on the exhale. Inhale. Deeper on the exhale. And then come back to your high lunge, breath in. Right arm forwards this time, left arm back, warrior 2. Challenge yourself. Sit to the thighs, pull your navel in. And just notice if you're sticking the hips back. See if you can slightly pull the waist in and tuck the tailbone under. Reach out across the arms as wide as you can, left fingertips to right fingertips. Straighten that right leg. Shuffle your back foot in once, twice. Keep that right hip there. Reach your right arm forwards, lengthen as far as you can before you feel the need to cave. Take your right hand down to the shin and reach that left arm up to the sky. Now roll your right side body underneath the left. So try and think about bringing that right rib cage round so it faces the left side of the room. You can even take your top left hand, hold underneath the right side of the body. See if you can pull that side through and then reach the left arm back up. So you have this chance to self-assist your practice. Look down to the ground. Bend into that front knee. Take both hands to the floor. Rest your back knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up, lift up. And then exhale, squeeze that left glute on, really move into the left hip. So you're really strong and active there through that left thigh. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Take both hands down. Option 1, stay on that left knee. Option 2, lift the left knee. We're coming into a side plank. So your right leg is going to step to the back of the mat, either left knee down or left knee lifted. Reach your right arm up to the sky. You have the left knee down. Just concentrate on lifting through that right hip. So don't just relax into that left hip. See if you can lift up and away. Wherever you are, bring your right hand down. We'll all meet in a plank position. Hold it here. Keep your arms straight. Keep your toes tucked. Let your hips come forwards and down as your gaze travels forwards into your upward facing dog. Now pull your navel to spine. Let that initiate the transition back into downward facing dog. So it should be a strong pull around the center of the waist. Take an inhale breath and an exhale breath. One more in. As you breathe out, push into the first finger, the second finger. Look to your hands. Step the left foot all the way to the top of the mat. Rise up, high lunge. Reach up through the arms. Open through the sides of the waist. And then soften that back knee. Lengthen your tailbone down and pull in. So again, can you create space from the front of your body to the left thigh? Rather than diving into it, pull yourself back almost, and you'll notice it's actually way harder to hold yourself back than it is to go all the way in. Take an extra breath. Exhale, right arm forwards, left arm back for that twist. So the movements that the arms are making, so that left arm back and right arm forwards, I want you to think about that in the hips. So you're also bringing the left hip back and you're trying to pull the right hip forwards. One more in. Twist deeper out. Inhale, reach your arms up, lift up, high lunge. Exhale, open to warrior 2. Take a breath. Sit a little deeper. Take a breath. And sit deeper. Straighten your front leg. Shuffle your back foot in once or twice. Now keep that left hip still. Reach from that left hip. Take your left hand down and reach your right arm up. If you want the self-assist, take that right hand, hold underneath the left side of your rib cage, kind of pull your left side body through into your triangle. Holding it here, legs strong, so lift up through the thighs. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. One more inhale. Exhale, look down to the floor, let your hands find the ground. Turn and rest the right knee. Reach your arms up, lift up. Loads of space through that right hip, so you're constantly trying to pull upwards, not just sinking downwards, we're thinking lift and height. And then take both hands down to the floor. Either tuck the back toes and lift the right knee, or keep that back knee down. Take your left leg to the back of the mat. Side plank, your variation. So right knee is down or right knee is up. Wherever you are, think about lifting that top hip. So lift your left hip. Create space from the right side body to the mat. We'll meet in a plank position. Hands come down. If your knee is rested, lift your knee, find plank. Hold the arms straight, squeeze your glutes on. Now let the hips lower as your chest comes forwards, with the glutes supporting your lower back. Rest the knees. Sit your hips back to the heels, take a child's pose. Breathe in. Big exhale out. Breathe in. Big exhale. Your forehead might rest to the floor. I want you to imagine someone placing their hands on your lower back and trying to draw your lower back towards the heels. So they're lengthening and opening your lower back. Take a breath and let it go. Each time you exhale is a chance to drop any physical tension, any worries, any distractions. Really utilize the breath. And then push into the hands. Rise up to all fours. Now from here, your right foot should be directly behind your right knee at the moment. So you're going to keep the right knee where it is. Take your right foot out to the right side of your mat so that when you come into a side plank variation, you've got a bit more support from that right shin. So it's on an angle rather than straight down. The foot is a little bit behind you here. Lift your left leg off the floor and hold that balance. So you've got to use the muscles on the top of the left hip to hold your leg up there. Option 1. Option 2, bend that left knee. Take your left hand, reach for the foot. And then option 3 would be to push that into more of a bow. So kick that left leg back, open through the chest. Breathe in and out. Lift that left shoulder up and back if you're taking the bind, if you're holding the foot. If you're just holding an extension of that leg out, use the hip to lift it. Don't let it drop at all. Carry the weight of the leg. 2, 1, release. Slowly release. Don't fling yourself out of it. Bring that left hand down and place your left knee down. Just notice the difference you feel from side to side. And then now your left foot comes out a little to the side. Your right leg travels to the back of the mat. Right arm lifts, and then we lift that right leg too. So we're using the muscles on the top of the hip. Don't let it drop. If you're staying here, there's plenty of work. See if you can squeeze your glutes a bit further forwards. So it's easy to drop the hips back. Just find a little bit more engagement through the glutes. If you're going for the bind, bend that right knee. Reach for the right foot. And then kick into your right hand. Wherever you are, hold the height through that right leg. Opening through the hip. Maybe through the shoulder. If you've got the bind, you're lifting that right shoulder up and back. And then re-extend the right leg. Take your right arm up. Rest your right hand down. Both knees to the floor. Tuck your toes. Take it back to downward facing. Inhale. Exhale. And now we've really opened through the hips, a bit more space to come into our forward fold. So walk your feet forward. Have the knees bent. I want you to rest your belly on the thighs. So don't want this big space, this big void. I want you to rest the torso on the lower body. And then take your first 2 fingers, hook around your peace toes. Not your peace toes, take your first 2 peace fingers and hook around your big toe. Pull the elbows out to the side. Draw the chin into the chest and lift your hips up towards the sky. So as you pull the body down, your torso is going to let the weight come forwards and your hips are going to want to lift. Hold it here for 5. Breathe 4. And 3. 2. And 1. Slowly roll all the way up. Let the hands release. taking your time. Take the arms down by the side, open your palms, face forward, stand nice and tall. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale, rise to tiptoes, reach your arms up to the sky. And then you're going to hold yourself up there. Imagine there's a wall right behind you. You're going to start to bend the knees. Keep on the toes if you can, and slide your back all the way down that wall, really slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, until your thighs rest. Bring your hands down. Just rest your knees to the floor, but keep the toes tucked. So you'll see, still got the toes tucked. Maybe bring the little toes into that as well if they're out to the side, so you get a nice big opening through the soles of the feet. Interlace your hands, take them behind the back of the head. Take an inhale, open your chest, extend the spine, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then exhale, bring your elbows to touch and pull the navel in. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come forwards with the hands. Cross your feet behind you, take a seat. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Sit really tall so you can hold on to the front of the ankles. You can pull your chest up, squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. And then the reverse of that, I want you to let the chin come in, and I want you to find a nice big round through the back. So rounding all the way from the sacrum, the lower back, middle back, shoulders. Reach your arms out. Move the knees out to the side. You can imagine someone's placing their hands onto your thighs and working your thighs out to the side. So they're opening up the front of your hips so that you can bring your torso forwards. Take an inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Breath in. And out. And then slowly walk your hands back. Keep the legs as they are. Keep your tailbone tucked under. Let the hands come off the floor. And slowly roll your spine all the way down, rounding down to the floor. So keep your waist pulling in. And then rest it down. Bend the knees. Plant your feet to the ground. Bring your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Interlace behind the right thigh. Draw that right thigh in. And at the same time, you might like to take the left elbow and push your left thigh out. Get more of a stretch around the left hip. I've done so much driving the last 2 days. My hips are not loving life. And I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but because we were hardly driving around in lockdown, now whenever I get in the car, I'm like, oh God, it feels so tight. Okay, and then rest your right foot to the floor. Keep the left ankle where it is. Wait, take your arms out to the side. You're going to let the left foot come down towards the ground on the right side. So let your right knee knock over to the right. Your left foot will come to the floor. And then take your right hand and push that left thigh away. So you should get this quite short, specific stretch in the front of the left hip. So right into the front of the hip crease. Breathing in. and out. Breathing in and out. One more breath. Exhale. Come back to center. Release the left ankle. Just place the foot down and just see how that feels from side to side. And then bring your right ankle, place it on the left thigh, interlace behind the left thigh, draw that left side in. Right elbow might push your right thigh out at the same time. So you feel that opening, that stretch, that release around the right hip. Try your best to keep the head relaxed down. Your arms can work, but try not to stress and bring too much of the upper body into it. Breathe. On the exhale, can you bring it in a bit closer? And then rest your left foot. The left knee falls out to the side, so your right foot comes down to the floor. And then your left hand pushes that left thigh away. So now that short opening is in the front of the right hip. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. 3 more breaths. Slowly come back. Bring both knees into the chest. Take the knees out to the side and then hold for the soles of the feet. Happy baby. Send your tailbone down to the floor. See how close you can bring your thighs in towards the torso though. So you're trying to bring thighs to body, to the side of the body, and at the same time lengthen the tailbone down. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then let your legs go. Right leg all the way down to the right corner of the mat. Left leg down to the left corner of the mat. You can place the right hand onto the belly, and maybe your left hand just onto the chest. Lying for relaxation. Checking in and asking yourself how the body feels physically, mentally, and emotionally. Observing whether you listen to the body and what it needs. And now giving it this time to just lie in stillness, to absorb the benefits of the practice, to fully relax. Notice wherever the body meets the ground, how much weight you can let go into that space. So you don't have to carry any of the body weight. It's all there, down into the ground. It's supported, safe. And then start to let the breath become a bit bigger. So you'll notice the hands start to rise and fall. It starts to be expansion through the chest, the torso, into the belly. And then wriggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists. Roll your ankles. Take the arms back overhead. Find a full body stretch, a long stretch out. And then with your eyes closed, either roll over onto your side or just make your way up. Find a seat. Cross the legs. Place your hands onto the knees. See how that seat feels compared to the seat we found at the start of the practice. And then I'm just going to read something that I saw today. A couple of you might have seen it already. I shared it today on social media. I just thought it was quite punchy. More people died of suicide in August than from COVID. So yes, wear your mask. Yes, wash your hands. But also remember to be kind to people that you see on your travels, to smile to strangers, to say good morning, to say good afternoon. Small things can go a long way. Bring your hands into prayer heart center. Take a big, nourishing inhale and a long exhale. And then just bow your chin into chest. Thank yourself for giving up time to practice this evening. Namaste.